Good morning. I'm Porter Meadors. My wife is Graham. We have 3 kids, Clay, Barton, and Reed. Since we're now squarely in the middle of stewardship season, the Newmans asked if I would make a few brief comments on our family's approach to giving and the why behind it. And the simple truth is, for a long time, we didn't give. We didn't participate at any meaningful level. And we maintained an approach to church that I would characterize as casual. And this was reflected in our attendance and our limited participation in church programs. And when we get the stewardship card in the fall, ours would collect dust. And what we discovered, not surprisingly, is that approach for us didn't bear a whole lot of fruit. You know, the saying that you get out of things what you put into them, that was true, it turns out. And we were putting very little in. Around the time that our daughter, Clay, was born, we determined we wanted to make a change. We wanted to take more responsibility for our faith and be more intentional on these sorts of matters. And as luck would have it, around that time we got a mailing from the church. I don't recall if it was the Shield or just a general stewardship mailing, but it was a piece written by Ed Powell. Ed's a fellow parishioner here. Many of you may know him, but he's a very clever guy, and was writing on the verse from Matthew that states, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." And the angle that Ed was taking in this particular piece was basically to say that the traditional interpretation of this is incorrect, or it's backwards. You don't give to something because you like it or because you love it. Rather, you love something by virtue of having given to it. Or as he put it, the more invested you are in something, the more you invest in something, the more vested you are in it. And I think that has kind of been the approach, the perspective that we've tried to adopt with all things, not only stewardship, but our faith in general. And so as we think about the whys, why do we give, the themes that we continue to return to and reflect on as a family during this season and in all seasons, it's a few things. First, it's a sense of gratitude. You know, we're grateful for this place. We're thankful for this community, for the clergy, for the choir, for our staff, all the programs of which we are beneficiaries. We see our giving as a reflection of that gratitude, an expression of that gratitude. Second, we talk about and we recognize the necessity of stewardship. You know, nothing happens without stewardship. We don't sell tickets. We don't charge tuition. There's no annual fees. It is literally the lifeblood of our ministry here at St. George's, and we acknowledge that. And it's probably worth mentioning, too, that that's increasingly important in this time when things cost more, and we also have more space, new and better facilities that we need to take care of. The last thing I'd say, I'm gonna kind of quote my daughter. As I was looking for material for this week, we were driving, and I asked her, why do we give? And she said, I think very wisely, we give to give money to God. And I think that really encompasses all other reasons. And we give, of course, because we love God, but I think we also give because we want to be active participants in. We want to be vested in the work that is happening here in this community of faith. And so in this stewardship season, if you're ambivalent, if you haven't given, consider it is a necessity for this congregation, but more personally, it can be a way for you to actively and not passively participate in the work of God in this community and beyond, and that by putting some of your treasure here, your heart may follow. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Porter. We're grateful for your words.